Hello, hello, hello again. Oh, yeah. I know it's been a hot minute, but if you're new to my channel, just so you know, I come out and do readings when I feel compelled and called to. If I feel scheduled, then things get crazy for me and it just doesn't work out. Um, I've learned to kind of go with my flow, and I'm on top of the world, so just on top of my energy is off the charts. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm so excited. And the reason why is because I have so much more I can offer now. And I love being able to give because to me, giving, you get more with giving than you do with receiving. Um, I know everybody doesn't feel that way, but I really do. And if you get into the spirit of giving, I'm telling you, just, especially when you have no expectations, like don't expect things back, you know? Like, don't always expect a thank you or somebody appreciating because sometimes people take it and they take it as an insult if you're helping them, you know? And it's no reflection of you. It's how they're feeling inside about them. Oh, I think I need to use the other box. I was thinking that even when I pulled out the match. Yeah, I definitely have to use the other box. I'm like, where did I put it? I have things everywhere. And I found two decks. I found the two decks that have been missing since I moved here. So, you know what? As I look for this, I'm just gonna kind of talk about what's kind of been going on, like what's been coming in, um, energetically. So, energetically, there's been a lot going on in the world, but we did have something very major happen, which was peace, and that was quite incredible. Think of an intention. I'm gonna light the candle, and now make a wish. When the smoke goes up, the wish and prayer whoop, go up to the universe. So hello, hello again. Like, oh, I had this here. These are four-leaf clovers, which is funny that this is here, kind of signs and symbols of how things go. This was my very first attempt of trying to do resin. And as you can see, it wasn't very good. It's very, very like bubbly, messy, like not I mean it's clear and you can see, but like when you really look, there you go. There you can see it. It's like really lumpy. I don't know. I thought I mixed it right, and so it's still like really soft. But I love these four-leaf clovers. These were some of the first four-leaf clovers I started finding a couple years ago. I kind of changed my mindset. Not kind, I changed my mindset. And it just changed everything. Sorry, I spirit interrupted me and said you need to be talking about what's going on and the downloads. And I just want to say, like, we're in a moment right now in history where our choices are the most important things. Things might not go our way, but we have to be open to new a new path, right? That, sometimes the no is for us, not, like life is happening for you, not against you. And some people don't feel that way. They feel like life is happening against them, that everything's against them. And I feel you. I've had those moments. I think that we do all do as humans, because we have a heart, we have drive, we have desire and goals, and we have emotion. And what I'm finding is that when you switch your emotion, things change. Now, that peace agreement that was met, I find it very interesting, only simply because it felt like things were like kind of very chaotic. A lot of things going on with the earth, the flooding in Alaska, things that are going on in Portland, and that doesn't even include what's going on here in Canada or over the other side of the world. There's a lot going on. And the thing is, we're more aware of it too because of what's going on with our internet and how we have our social media. Now, the reason why I'm kind of getting into all this is because what I'm trying to say to you is that there's a flip, there's a change happening, and it's been kind of coming to that peak. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've seen other tarot readers and astrology people talk about this. Um, we've had eclipses since 2018, and there's been a series of events leading up to right now. Um, and it is that energy, like that peak energy of where we're going and where we're moving forward. And there's going to be some hard times coming up, and I just want my viewers to be protected and safe and to understand that you have the power and you have choice to get out of anything. Um, you are guided, you are blessed, and no matter what you're going through, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And I'm hoping that if you find that you become into that state of, oh my gosh, nobody cares, I'm alone, someone's just gonna, the world's gonna hurt me. Um, I just ask you just for a minute to take a deep breath and say to yourself, sorry, I had to look away for a minute. Cinder was making noise at the door, um, which is funny. I'll use the metaphor door. Um, is that there are always new doors, there's new chances, new opportunities. Where can you find the blessing in this? Um, you may not want to be alone in the situation, so find a way to reach out. You don't have to reach out to friends and family. You can reach out to phone numbers. They're like here in the Western world, we have tons of places that we can call and we can seek help that way. There's counselors, there's people online, there are groups, there are several things. Um, so right now, the energy, like what I'm getting from spirit is you don't have to carry this so much weight on your shoulders and that you don't have to do it all. You have to remember that you can reach out to others for help. And if you really want to be successful, if there's something that you really want to do, find someone that knows how to do it at the very best, if you as best as you can, I mean, we all have with our limits sometimes, right? But we can break past those limits with just new ideas. Um, maybe a program's really expensive. Why not take the time to write the program director or someone and say, this is my situation. I have this much money, I want to have value for this. But I really need this to build whatever I'm building or learn whatever I need to learn because I'm moving forward with my dreams and I could really use some help. I think that you'll be surprised at your responses. Now, don't get discouraged if you get no. Realize that that's okay. Like, that's not the way you're supposed to go. There's going to be something new, a new door. But the only way you fail is when you just stop and you give up. So please don't stop. Please don't give up. I know that the people that come see this video or get to see this video are attuned to giving to the world, that you have purpose. Whether you know what your purpose is or not, you have purpose. You're here. You're here right now. And you're watching this video. And so that's how I know. That's the only way I can explain it. That's how I know. Sometimes I just know before I know. I think we all have that gift and we just need to tap into it. So I am still very excited. I have so much to offer and give now. And I love being able to do that. I love being able to put more tools in my kit and experience them and I try to use them in my life. I can't say it's try, I use them in my life. And then when things work, I love sharing that because if that works for me, I know it's going to work for somebody else. So be prepared on the channel. I keep thinking, like, it's funny because I keep going to go move forward with the channel in the last few months, and it's like I've had a forced vacation from spirit. Like, no, 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 no. We know you want to do this. You know, you can go out there once in a while, but we need you to work on this stuff first, which makes total sense, right? So, because then I get more to offer. I'm just cleaning the space. It's been about, I think, a week or so, maybe almost two. No, probably two, because I think it was the beginning of October I did my last reading. But like I said, I found the two decks. I found the Star Seeds, and I think this is the Familiar Witch deck. It is the Familiar Witch Tarot, I believe it is. I think it is. No, it's not. It's Lisa Parker's. But I'm pretty sure that's like the Familiar Witch one. I could be wrong. No, no, it is. It is. It is. When I moved here, oh my goodness, the chaos, the chaos. But I literally like redone my house. Oh yeah. The funny thing is, I didn't redo this area, and I do plan to. I want to meditate before I get into it. And like I said, I get going with stuff, and I just go with my ideas. So I did bring out the sweetgrass because I really wanted to bring in divine energy. That's what sweetgrass does. Sage clears the area, so it's like the detox. And sweetgrass is like the recharge, the replenish. I was gifted the opportunity to have sweetgrass. It's in my back garden right now, so I'm pretty proud of that. There we go. Bringing in the divine. All right. These have been out here for a little bit. I'm just going to take a moment to connect because I haven't done that. I just started the video. Um, it's something that I kept saying since I woke up. I just need to do a reading. I need to do a reading. I need to do a reading. So here I am. And these came out maybe about a week ago, and I knew to put them to the side because they're to be used for you to pick your reading. So as I'm starting to channel in spirit in my guides, I am going to ask you to pick one card or the other, and then we will do the reading. Oh, all right. I can step to the side, and my guides are here. Let's begin. If you pick this one, I guess we'll call this one pile number one. Please stay. If it's pile number two, the link will be provided in the description. As always, I will have goodies in the description. And I feel like this is for very connected people. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. One more. The seas a Minitka. Sing potential, bringing unconscious to light. I got the message right there. They're saying there's something that you've been working on or you want. And I feel like you really wanted this to come true. You're like right at the tip of creating this, but they're asking you to wait simply because there's something that you need to bring from your unconscious to the conscience. So you need to bring it to the light. And I'm having a feeling it's like a fear or a worry. Now, I learned recently something called the Dickens process because I was at the Tony Robbins event. And let me tell you, it's pretty life changing. You can look up the Dickens process on your own, but I'm going to just kind of give you the sum of it, okay? The Dickens process is Take time to imagine what it would be like in a year's time if you didn't make this decision. Like if you didn't follow through with it, or there's something that you feel like is holding you back, some sort of fear. How would you feel in a year's time about that if you just didn't start your project? Or maybe you have waited too long. Maybe it's 5 more years, 10 more years. And I know that sounds awful, but that's kind of the point. So you realize that these are the awful feelings that you can feel if you do not take action, if you do not take steps towards it and at least try. So then you come back and you say, what would happen if I took action in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years? Because everything is not built right away. Things are built over time and endurance and repetitiveness. And that's where your success is going to come in. But knowing the difference in your body, because it's bringing it to consciousness. So then you know, like, oh my gosh, like these are the consequences if I don't do this action. Or these are the celebrations, the things that can happen or probably will happen if I do take action. Now, this isn't the Dickens process, but there is something I'm going to say to you is if there's something inside you that you know that you can help others, you're not only doing a disservice for yourself, but for others. Because there's people out there that really need to know what you know. It could be anything. It could be how you raised your kids. Maybe there's something you know about um, a certain cold or flu that there's a remedy that you use. Or maybe there's some techniques that you've tried that worked really well and you put your own little spin on it. Maybe there are recipes. Maybe you've lost a lot of weight or you eat really healthy and there's great recipes. Other people really, really would benefit from learning those things. So just like when I got excited about the Tony Robbins thing, I got even more excited when he said, please go out there, teach others. I'm like, what? We're allowed to? There's no clause on it? Because a lot of the programs that I've taken in the past is, oh, you're not allowed to take this out into the world. It's ours, right? You can use it, but you can't share it. I'm like, eh. So that really confused me. But with Mr. Robbins, that's not the case. Now, I'm a big fan of Tony. I'm a big fan of his wife, Sage. I was not that person for many, many years. And if anything, my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner, that I didn't see it sooner. But then again, I mean, I wasn't really access to it. But since, the pandemic happened, it opened doors in different ways. Zoom meetings, being able to participate in things. And that's how I got onto it. Now, I say this to you because I'm hoping that you're going to be open to some doors because I really get this energy. There's something really magnificent that you share and that you know. I mean, you could even write a book. It doesn't have to be a course. You can write a book. And remember, it doesn't have to be done in one day. I mean, you could even make a 90-day plan to write the first chapter or to do the first segment or to do the storyboard of your course. There's always something. Maybe you like to dance, you know? I don't want to give that away, but I have something coming up in November about dancing. So if you do like to dance, haha. Enough about that. Let's get on to this. I keep hearing the dancing thing. I'm like, the reason why I brought it up is because it healed me in such big ways. And then even the Tony Robbins event, we danced. Like 14 hours went by, and I was surprised how much energy and vitality I had in my body because a week before the event, I was dragging my butt. I'm telling you, I was dragging my butt. I was like, I don't know. Although I was like really happy that I manifested the ticket, and I got gifted the opportunity, and I'm still in it. We're in it. I'm in it till the end, middle of December, because we meet every week. The sisters, because I did Unleash Her Power. That was the ticket I was given. So it was even better than Unleash Your Power because I got to go to the event, but I get like a lot of support from other women, and we're showing up for each other. It's quite amazing. I've had this experience before when I manifested my entrepreneurship. So if I can do it, I know you can, right? And manifestation isn't about manifesting and just sitting there waiting for it. It is about taking actions. It is about trusting the process. See, celebration, nature. So they're asking you, your angels are giving you guidance. The guidance is they're asking you to celebrate. See it in your mind's eye, a celebration that the door is opening, that you've healed whatever it is that you're going towards. Um, Miraculous healings are happening right now in our world, and we're sharing that information. And it boils down to your choice. Are you willing to at least be open to trying? I can go on and on. I mean, you can go to Joe Dispenza and you can listen to how many people are getting healed with him. With Tony Robbins, people are changing their lives. Like, and even when they have the most discouraging things happening to them, they're still living beyond, beyond what a doctor would say, beyond, and like, we're breaking limitations every single day. And what they're asking you to do is to go into nature. And this is funny because this is the goodie I'm leaving down today is I'm leaving my course down there. It's not for free for this time. That was last month. I try to tell people when I give it away for free, that's the time to take it if you're worried about money and stuff. But I do keep it at a fair price. Um, I think I'm gonna be doing like the 16.99 again, because then I can get it for like 30 days. I don't have a lot of control on the pricing when it comes to my course because I did it through Udemy. But what I'm getting is it's time for you to connect with nature. And I think that this is a general energy because even today, when I was talking to the lady from Hydro, because, making my payment plans, right? Saying, I can pay you this day, blah, blah, blah. Um, but we got into a long conversation about nature. And she said, "Oh, you're my sign." I mean, like I was waiting for this sign. My birthday's coming up, and I've been wondering. And see how the universe works. You just never know what's gonna happen. You could be at work, and a person like me calls you, and you just never know what happens, right? But even she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this idea of the tree," because I always invite people to find their tree. Find their tree to talk to because trees don't judge you and they listen to everything and they're not going to tell on you. They're not going to tell any of your secrets or what you're thinking and feeling because not everybody can journal, right? Sometimes people just need to get it off their chest or out through their voice. And let me tell you, that tree is listening to you. It is. It's very intelligent. And don't be shocked if the tree gives you a sign or if you start feeling something or you get images in your heart. That's the tree trying to have a relationship with you and speak with you and help you. Trees are natural givers. They're natural community. They're all about reciprocity. Um, Very, very smart beings on our planet. So please take that time to go speak with a tree. Some of my viewers that are my friends that I've known for years, like on social media, um, they know I'm like this. I'm always going to say, please go talk to a tree. They're willing to listen, and it helps you. There's a healing. You don't have to do it in a park if you think there's a lot of people around. Um, you can find a tree that's special to you, that's in a special place, or maybe it's a quieter time. Work with that, okay? But celebrate that you have these options. Celebrate you're here and you're listening and your heart is open and your mind is open. You're like, yes, I want this in my life. I'm moving towards it. But I just need to know what exactly I want with no limitation because that's what they're asking you to do. And then celebrate it. Go for a walk in nature. Tell the tree, "Hey, my dream's coming true." I waited all this time and then now I know because I got it perfect. I got exactly what I want, where I'm moving, and I got goals and I got an action plan and I'm moving towards it. And I'm so excited. I know it's gonna work. And I just gotta follow through and understand even when there's a no, that's okay. It's just divine protection. I just gotta go this other way. There's a new route, there's a new door, there's a new opportunity. And that's what I'm getting for you, pile number one. Let's get you your angel number. Boom, boom, boom. You in there. 22. The angels can see the positive results of your prayers, and they want you to have patience and stay optimistic while the final details are being worked out in heaven. This is an urgent call from the angels to keep the faith. Oh goodness, I love giving messages. I do. I absolutely love it. So even the angels are like re-celebrating, recalibrating to say, listen, you've been waiting. It's good. They're working behind the scenes. They're making it better than you can possibly imagine. Keep that faith, keep that energy up. Bring those dark thoughts to the light, knowing that it's just a new path. It's just a new opportunity. These are just new learning things. Celebrate. I literally just got the song in my head. Celebrate good times. I think it's called Celebration. Wait, it's Cool in the Gang. Ce- okay, mind me. I know I can't sing, but I do like to sing. So, ready? Celebrate good times. Come on, go. It's a celebration. That's the part. I'm telling you. And it's that part. It's a celebration. So I highly suggest you listen to that song and get into your groove thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for joining me. Please click like and subscribe. Remember to check the description box for goodies. Goody goodies, goody goodies, goody goodies. All right. Number two. This time I didn't scry with these. Um, I didn't feel compelled to do it this time, but I am feeling like for the next time, definitely. So number two, I'm getting like the magical unicorns over here. Magical unicorns. I didn't think I was gonna be using these cards today. But I'm like, that's what got called. That's what I did. I'm like, that's it. That's it. Well, there's still one more. We got three or four maybe. Oh. I feel it right there. It's right there. It's right on my tip of my finger. Boom. Okay. That's an important card. I can feel it. You ready? Boom. Family, culture, creative. Ooh. Learn more about your family's stories and history. Family culture. I'm also hearing, like right here, like this is kind of like, this is interesting. Hang on. I want to get this good download. It is what I thought. Okay. What I'm getting here is it's not just about your family. Some people, yes, that they're asking you to look into that because there's a lineage that you need to know about that gives you strength. But this one I'm hearing is more like it's about star seeds. Um, as I'm looking into my scrying, because I have a scrying painting back here. If some people know, some people don't. But what I'm getting is even if you don't know your history, this because this is not just about human history here. These are about starseeds history as well. And from yeah, like I'm getting from like other so yeah, I'm getting the starseeds and from here, like from the land, and I'm hearing like reincarnation, like you've had a lineage of things. But what they're asking you to do is to use a creative way to draw, paint, think, and act in these creative ways and just kind of let loose and see what comes of it. Like, if you're looking at this image, what comes to you? But say like you created this image, right? If I turn it, does it look like something else? Does it remind you of something? If I turn it, does it look like something else? Or do you still see the same pattern? Now that's how you know what's standing out. So if I'm still turning it and you're still seeing the same things, then write that down, close your eyes, turn it, open your eyes, look again, see if you see something different. Do you see a number? Do you see a pattern? Do you see a shape? Do you see a symbol? Is there something that it represents for you? For me at this time, it's like a pathway into this greatness, like a lot of energy, and it looks like a lot of healing energy. And because it's kind of darker and it's like more of a surprise for you. But you feel like maybe you're going different ways, but this is a solid path. But that's just my interpretation, right? Like I said, this card is important. I could tell, like when I touched it, it just my fingers again just ting ting ting. Love. The answer you're seeking is love. So it's interesting because like when I touched this, I was getting like, no, 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 not my family. And I was like, no, 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 it's not like what you think. It's not about trauma. It's not about trauma. This is about going deeper, like not just this family, like beyond it, beyond that, beyond that. And just get creative with what comes out and trust that process. Because it might just come to you right away, but it might take time, like you looking over what you created. Pick out colors that you feel inspired by, some markers, pens, pencils, whatever feels right for you. Get out a piece of paper and just flow. Just flow and see what happens. If it comes out to be kind of a mess, it's okay. Just step away from it. Take a breath. Don't look at it for another day. Come back to the next day. Use your fresh eyes. You're going to see something different. But this love card, that's why it tingled, is because they're asking you to do all your actions with love. Love within you. Keep that vibration. It's you can get to anger, but they're asking you to kind of redirect and just remember what you love. Don't let that energy take you over. I'm gonna call them pull the stone down. That's interesting. That's a mahogany obsidian. It's really great for grounding sacral energy, especially if it's been upset. This is actually used in some family cultural um, people's practices. Um, I say people because there's several people that use crystals for divination, and people like myself, we believe that crystals have energy, memory, information, and energy. Um, so I always trust when a crystal pops up. It's this kind of been my lifelong journey with crystals. Because to me, they're like trees are like my friends, right? And they help me do things. Sometimes it's time for me to let go of some. I recently let go of a lot of my crystals and stones. And a necklace, I gave it to a young lady that lives in my neighborhood, and she shared it with her mom. And she absolutely loved it. She wore the necklace. And see, that's the gift. It boosted her. See, there's some things that you need to let go of and listen to your intuition. The same thing. And there's the love again. Okay. So don't get mad at me, okay, pile two? But I'm getting this feeling like something's blocking your love life. And it has something to do with your family history. And it might be like family trauma. Um, I don't normally like promote other people on my channel, But if you have like childhood trauma, please check out the Crappy Childhood Fairy. She has some great practices. She even has free Zoom meetings that she holds, I think, once a month. She has a daily practice, and it's kind of like suited, kind like don't get like jolted if you see it. It's kind of like the AA sort of, but it's unique in its own way. And if you listen to her story, that's the only thing that helped her out of her childhood PTSD, CPTSD. And what CPTSD is, if you don't know, a lot of people do know now, is that it's complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And a lot of people that had trauma after like just and stacked, you know what I mean? Like year after year, um, or issue after issue, and it just becomes too much. Our nervous system dysregulates and we start seeing the world in kind of a not safe place. If you notice, I said we, because I have been diagnosed with this as well. And I had a very hard childhood, but I also had a good childhood. So I pulled a lot of the times off my good stuff. And then I realized later in life that I had to go for therapy. And I did. I started like 20 something years ago. I stayed in therapy. It was kind of difficult because, not knowing everything. And it wasn't until like 2015 that I was actually diagnosed with CPTSD. I actually got diagnosed with agoraphobia, extreme stress disorders, and I've had a lot of diagnoses over the years since I was like a teenager. They've tried to feed me pills and stuff like that, and I always knew not to take the pills. Um, but I did other things. I sabotaged myself in other ways by drinking, smoking cigarettes, smoking a lot of pot. And I'm not saying that those are bad things, but they were bad because I was doing it in access when I was younger, right? Or I used them as like tools. Um, but when I got to my 30s, like it just, my kids were getting older. I didn't like waking up with a hangover to take care of my kids. I didn't like how it's feeling, and I wanted to give more to my kids. And it's just that path of healing, right? So I'm going to ask you to let go of your fears. And I know that's a biggie, but I want you to look at your whys and your reasons why you want what you want and what you're moving towards, okay? Because what I'm getting is like this pile wants love and relationships and deep connection. And it can be for you. Like that is an option. Don't feel that it's you're broken. That's not true. That's only true because you're making it true, right? If you actually go look up on these things that I'm talking about, you'll discover that the reason why the pattern continues is because you just got to find a way to let it go, get it out of the system, right? You've lost your balance of intuition in a lot of ways because if you've had a lot of trauma or if you've had any trauma, really, you're automatically on a defense. Your body learns, your brain learns. And what I'm getting from this pile is that you really do want love, and that option is there for you. And isn't that funny? I said the divination about the path to love. Because, like, this is just love. These are love colors. Those energy chakras, the pink and the green, which is heart. Um, my heart goes out to this pile because I totally can empathize with this completely. Totally, completely. So I want you to know that there's a chance for you. Um, use your tools. Go through YouTube, and if it doesn't feel right, that's okay. Find somebody else. Find what works and fits for you. Just keep discovering, knowing that the answer's coming. Like it's like a treasure hunt. You get to find the treasure that's gonna make you feel better, and tools, the treasure, to utilize to make every day the best days for you. And when you start feeling good, let me tell you, amazing things just keep, because we're energy, we're magnets, right? When we come to manifestation talk, a lot of it is like what our energy is, like what we believe we receive, what we believe we achieve. That's that's when I say that, I'm like, that's like I got all these names rushing in my head, but like Napoleon Hill, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Leonardo da Vinci, the people that create understand it comes from a place of always believing it. Like Albert Einstein, he would get his ideas through trying to fall asleep with a ball bearing in his hand, like something heavy. So he would hold it, and then once he fell asleep, boom, 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 and it would wake him up, and he would be in that state that he could get creative flow and he would just go nuts with it, and he loved it, and that's how he get his answers. And that's the secret. That's the key. Is just to continue to keep your mind open and understand that there is a solution, there is an opening, there is an opportunity, and there is a way to let go of what no longer serves your highest good. That means your love and your heart. And it's okay to say no to things that drain you. Um, you don't have to be cranky about it. I don't know, it's too much for me today. And that's okay. And this is how you learn to navigate and make choices. And you don't have to attract those same people. You can attract the people that you want in your life. You can attract the love that you want, not only for yourself, but for the relationships that you have coming in your life. Let's get your angel number, and we're gonna have to wrap up this reading. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 264. Trust that you and your loved ones are watched over, protected, and supplied for by the angels because you are. Mm. You're feeling that you just don't have enough, huh? When your angels are coming up, they're filling you up. They're there. They're loving you. They're protecting you. And they're guiding you. And so, I have a little gift down there in the description box. I'm gonna have to go back and go through the reading because there's something else I was supposed to put down there. Oh, the Crappy Childhood Fairies Inc. Her link, and I can't remember. I'll have to go watch it over. But thank you for joining me. Lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon. If you did resonate with this video and it helped you, please consider subscribing and liking. I do plan on growing my channel. I never thought I would say that, but I do plan on growing my channel now. Lots of love. Ready?